Never believed in ghosts until I became one. It started innocuously enough. My new job as a night watchman at the Old City Museum seemed straightforward. The place was cavernous and filled with age-old artifacts that whispered stories from forgotten eras. But the security cameras, installed to protect these treasures, not to unveil secrets, revealed a figure that mirrored every step, every gesture I made throughout the silent nights. It was me, or at least something that looked like me, trailing just a few seconds behind in the grainy footage. The first time I noticed, I laughed it off, thinking it was some technical glitch. But the unease settled in when I moved my hand to scratch my head, and the figure on the screen did the same with an unsettling delay. The museum at night was a different world, the air thick with the echoes of history. As the nights passed, the figure's presence grew more corporeal, its features sharpening with each replay. I tried convincing myself it was just a trick of the light, but the footage begged to differ. The figure started to take liberties, moving when I stood still, disappearing behind exhibits that I hadn't approached. I tried to ignore it, focusing on my rounds, but the feeling of being watched was inescapable. I checked the cameras obsessively, hoping for a single frame where it was absent, but it was always there, my spectral twin, waiting. One night, I decided to confront it. The museum was quiet, save for the ticking of the antique clocks. I stood before the camera that captured the main hall, staring into the lens as if it could somehow provide answers. The figure stood behind me, clearer than ever on the screen, its eyes meeting mine through the glass. I whispered into the void, asking what it wanted, and for a moment, the air around me grew cold. The figure on the screen tilted its head, mimicking my confusion, and then, in a motion that defied logic, it stepped forward, reaching through the camera lens, its hand extending towards me. The moment stretched into eternity as I stared at the screen, my heart thundering in my chest. And then, as if time had decided to catch up all at once, every camera in the museum flickered to static. When they cleared, the figure was gone, and I was left alone with the knowledge that I had seen something that shouldn't exist. I quit the next morning, handing in my resignation with shaking hands. But sometimes, in the quiet moments, I still feel the cold gaze on me, as if the ghostly figure is just waiting for the right moment to step back into my world, ready to mimic my every move once more.